Alright guys, this is for lesson 6-6. This is going to be on commission rate, sales, and commission. We have a formula for this one. This one is going to be commission rate times the sales equals the total commission. So let's say someone is selling something. It's whatever interest rate or percent they are getting times the sale of the item will give them their total amount of commission that they earned. So let's show this example here. We have someone here who makes $36,000 a year. Okay? They pay $12,240 a year in rent. So in the total year, that's how much rent they pay. What is the percent of their paycheck or their yearly income going to pay the rent? So if you remember from last couple lessons, we set up our formula with line equals line, and this is always over 100. Okay, we don't know the interest, that's what we're solving for. Or I mean, not the interest, the percent, excuse me. Our total amount for rent was $12,240. Total amount of the year was $36,000. Okay, if we cross multiply those, we get 36,000 x equals a really big number. 1, 2, 2, 4, 0, 0, 0. So, wow, that's a lot of rent. All right, so now we're going to divide by 36. This gets a little friendlier here because if you remember the zero rule, okay, these cancels, x falls down. I can do the zero rule here. Remember, 1 for 1. As long as you have 1 on top, you can take 1 off the bottom. And it looks like all of my zeros are going. So now it's just 36 into 1,224, which is going to equal 34. And that's going to be a 34%. So this person is spending 34% of their yearly income on rent alone, not including their other bills, just their rent. All right, let's look at another one. Let's say that we have this person, Aaron. Okay, Aaron has $350 plus 7% commission a week. So this is how much this person makes. Okay? Last week, he earned $3,200. So what was his total pay? How much did he make completely? So we're going to take the amount that he earned last week, which is $3,200 or $3,200. We're going to times that by his commission rate. But remember, we have to put that in decimal form, so it's decimal 07. And that'll give us his total that he made on sales. So it comes to $224. Now, if we add that to how much he does for sure always get paid, that's the $350. So we add this to the $350, and we get a grand total of $574. So this is how much he made in difference from one week to the next. So he increased his salary by $575 this week in his extra sales. All right, let's try another one. We have an equation set up here where it says total sales is $210.13. Sales tax, because we always have tax on stuff, but this is the sales tax rate is going to be 7.25%. So whatever you sell something for, you have to add in the sales tax rate, which is a percentage number, and that'll give you how much money in addition to the item needs to be purchased with. So we're going to take this total, 210.13, and we're going to multiply it by this rate. Now remember, we need to have it in decimal form, so we go to the right or left 2 places, excuse me. So we have decimal 0725. Put that all into a calculator and you get $15.23. So that item that you're purchasing for $210.13, when you go and take the tax on it, you have an additional $15.23 added to that item on tax alone. That's how sometimes when you go to restaurants or places that have taxed items, it's never the sticker price of the item. So you always wind up paying a little bit extra, and that's because of the tax. And the tax changes depending on what the rate is at that time. Okay, last problem. This is kind of like how your homework's set up, where you have a chart that says the amount, and then they want you to find the 6%, the 9%, and the 8.5%. Okay, so I'm just going to do one. We have $475. Okay, I want to find the 6% of that, so I'm going to go 475 times, remember, this is going to be 0.06, this one's going to be 0.09, and this one's going to be 0.085, because you always move the decimal to the left 2 places. So I'm going to multiply this by 0.06, and I get 28.5, which actually comes to, if you're thinking money, $28.50. Okay, let's do the next one. We have 475 times 0.09. You multiply that out, you get 42.75. So for this box, you're going to have 42.75. Okay, and the last one, 475 times 0.085 equals 40, and I rounded this one here to make it 38. So always look to see if it's something that you can round as well. And since we're dealing with money, you always want 2 numbers after the decimal. And that is how you fill in that chart for the homework. Okay, hopefully this helped you on lesson 6-6.